Getting a good shot of espresso often requires large machines with perfectly ground coffee. So how does the Amazon bestseller for manual espresso machine perform? The Wacaco, or Wacaco, I'm not actually sure how they pronounce the name, Nanopresso aims to be a good on-the-go option for espresso when larger machines aren't an option. Let's check it out. Thanks for watching 9 to 5 Toys. Be sure to like, subscribe, and enable notifications with the bell icon so you don't miss any upcoming videos. Hi, this is Jordan with 9 to 5 Toys. A little while ago, we took a look at how to make a good cup of coffee on the road with the touring band The Bergamot. But what if you want a decent cup of espresso? In a similar fashion to the portable coffee brewer that Nathaniel uses, the Nanopresso packs everything you need into itself, besides the ground coffee and hot water. You could pack along pre-ground coffee, but freshly ground coffee always gives a better tasting shot. Or, if you don't want to use ground coffee, there is an adapter accessory, which lets you use pods like the Nespresso coffee pods. We'll check that out here in a little bit. Since the parts all pack down into each other, you definitely need to check the instructions during the first couple of shots. But after a few, it's easy to remember the steps, and there isn't much to it. So first off, you remove the cup which is on top of the water tank. Then, take off the water tank which contains the brush and scoop. Next, unscrew and remove the portafilter and filter basket from the other side of the Nanopresso. Fill the filter basket with ground coffee. I try to make a little mound on top and then tamp it down with the coffee scoop. They recommend measuring 8 grams of coffee for the correct dose, but if you don't have a portable scale, mounding the coffee and tamping it down works as well. There should be 2 to 4 millimeters of space between the tamped grounds and the top of the filter basket. I found that putting as much coffee in there as possible yields a better cup. Next, be sure to wipe off any excess grounds, and there can be quite a few. This is a little bit of a messy process, and insert it back into the Nanopresso. Then screw on the portafilter. Next up, add some hot water to the water tank. The hotter the better. In the manual it states a rolling boil is best, or at least 190 degrees. But because of the size of the water tank, it's probably going to lose some of that heat before it actually extracts. Once the portafilter and water tank are screwed on tight, flip the Nanopresso and unlock the pump. Then, using 2 hands, start pressing the pump with slow, controlled motions. They suggest 1 pump every second. The first 7 or 8 pumps should build up pressure, and then after about 20 or 30 seconds, the extraction should be done, and the pump will move very easily without pressure. So from my experience so far, the thing that has made the biggest difference in getting a cup that is more than just a strong cup of coffee is the grind size. This definitely takes some dialing in based on your grinder and your coffee beans. I'm using a manual burr grinder and have it set to pretty fine. And then like I said earlier, really mounding up the coffee and then tamping it down seems to help with a better extraction. So another nice accessory that I picked up for the Nanopresso is the ability to use pods with a separate NS adapter. I had a couple of Nespresso pods lying around, and obviously these give you a pre-dosed amount of coffee, so you don't need to worry about getting the grind or amount right. In my experience, this worked really well. I had a really nice crema on top and a full body throughout. It also had quite a bit more resistance when pressurized and pumping the water through the pod. This is why I think that adding some more coffee into the filter basket if you're using ground coffee is a good idea. Then in addition to the Nespresso attachment, there are a few other accessories for the Nanopresso. There are a few different cases that fits the bare Nanopresso, or the Nanopresso with some other attachments installed, like the Nespresso ring adapter or the barista kit. And to get more out of your Nanopresso, the barista kit adds a larger water reservoir and 2 larger filter baskets that can hold 15 grams of ground coffee, along with 1 standard 8-gram filter basket. These also come with lids you can put on the filter baskets to make it easier to travel with. And then it comes with a tamper for compressing the coffee grounds. So overall, the Nanopresso is a pretty neat way of getting espresso when a normal machine isn't an option. Is it the best espresso I've had? Definitely not. But for a manual espresso maker on the go, it's really not bad. I think I still need to do some more dialing in to get the best out of it with ground coffee. But with a pod adapter and an espresso pod, it gives a really nice cup of espresso when a larger machine isn't an option. I've seen a lot of reviews and stories of people using these while at work to get a nice shot of espresso. So what do you think of the Nanopresso? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. This is Jordan with 9 to 5 Toys.